problem number 3 on the multiple choice reads, find the solution set of the following equation. So we have 5x equals 3x squared. So we have to find a way to solve for x. That's the type of problem this is. Find the solution. So one of the most important things you need to know is that you never want to divide by x in order to solve for the solution, because one, you might get rid of x, and two, if it happens to work out, you're still going to be missing some of the solutions. So you're going to be eliminating solutions that actually should be there. So what we want to do is subtract either 5x over to this side or 3x squared over to the other side. It's the same thing. So I'm going to choose to subtract 5x from both sides, so that I can eliminate 5x on this side, so I get 0. Equals to 3x squared minus 5x. And so now I have to find some sort of factoring pattern in order to solve for the x. So I see that both of these factors have an x, so I could take that out. It's called factoring it out. So I have an x out here, and essentially what I'm doing is dividing each of these guys by x. So I'm left with 3x minus 5, and this can no longer be factored anymore. That's as much as it can go. So I'm going to go ahead and solve for each one of these terms. So don't forget to solve for x too. So x equals 0 is going to be one of the solutions, and then 3x minus 5 equal to 0 is going to be the second solution. So now solving for this x, I'm going to add 5 to both sides, and I get 3x equal to 5. Now to solve, to finalize solving for x, I can divide both sides by 3, and that's okay. And note that that's different than here, because over here I said you can't divide by x. Dividing by x will get rid of one of the solutions for x, but you can divide by numbers still, so don't get that confused. So dividing both sides by 3, this cancels out, and I get my solution to be x equals 5/3. So these two are the solutions, and if you look in the practice test, that's going to be answer D. Now, you want to make sure that you plug both of these answers into the original. Don't plug them into any of these. Don't plug them into the last one, the last factor that you have. Plug it into the original, because sometimes you'll mess something up on the way, or this here is not the same. So the reason why you have to plug it into the original is to make sure that the solution holds true for what you started with. Because if it doesn't hold true, then you're not going to put that as one of your answers, and that's going to be an extraneous solution. So when I plug in 0 there, I basically get 0 equals to 0. So that's true. So now we're sure that this is one of the answers. And then for the second one, I'm going to put a parentheses everywhere I see an x. So I have 3 times parentheses squared, and I'm going to plug in the value of x that I got. So 5/3 on this side and 5/3 on this side. So this is 5 times 5 divided by 3. So we get 25 divided by 3. On the other side, we have a square. So make sure you square both the 5 and the 3. So you have 25 over 9, and now you can either multiply the 3 by 25, or you can realize that these two will cancel each other somewhat. So the 3 and one of the 3's here will turn this into 25 over 3 equals 25 over 3. And if this is too hard to see that way, you could also do 3 times 25 divided by 9, and you'll get the same thing. So the second solution also holds true. Both of them are true, so the answer is D. But don't always take this as a given. Always plug back in the solution to the original.